Hey everybody, Kartik Subramaniam over at ADHI Schools. A question that I get a lot from our students is how to choose a broker. What office to go for, because honestly, real estate really isn't like any other profession. In other professions, if you were trying to find a job someplace, you'd wear your best suit and, get your dad to tie your tie for you, and you'd shine your shoes and you'd basically go out and hope you got the job. In real estate, it's actually a whole different set of circumstances. In most instances, the broker is going to want to hire you more than you're going to want to work there, because most brokerages candidly have a goal of hiring a certain number of agents every month. In fact, there's some real estate offices in LA that the broker and manager have a stated goal of hiring 10 new real estate agents per month, because they know that the turnover is so high in our business. And why so many people fail in real estate is probably the subject of a different video. I'll do that later. But if you're a new agent, how do you choose what office to work for? How do you actually choose a broker? Well, the first thing I would say that you want to look at is training. What training does the broker provide? Is there a written training calendar? Some real estate offices will say, oh, we don't have a training program, but we have an experienced agent, Fred. Fred's over there in the corner. Fred will answer all your questions. Now, Fred's 102 years old, smoking a cigarette, hasn't sold a house since the Reagan administration, and you're relying on Fred for your whole career. So that's not the environment that you want. The environment that you want is an environment that has a written training program, a calendar where you know every day what classes are going to be taught, what time they're going to start, what time they're going to end, who's teaching them. You need structure, I think, as a brand new agent. The second thing you're going to want to ask before you go work for a company is, can I talk to some of the other new agents? Can I speak to some of the hires that have been brought onto your company in the last 2 or 3 weeks or month? That really is going to give you a sense, after speaking to some of those new agents, as to what it's really like to work there. The brokers are going to bring out the red carpet for you and bring you, the nice Fiji water. And once they get you to sign on the dotted line, when you grab for the Fiji water, they're going to point to a water fountain downstairs in the bathroom by the urinal, right? So once they get you, it's kind of a different story after that. So you're going to want to talk to some of the new agents. The third thing I think that you're going to want to do is talk about commission splits, right? That's a very, very important thing. What percentage of the commission are you going to take, Mr. Broker or Mrs. Broker? What percentage am I going to get? And what am I going to get for paying you that 30 or 40 or 20% or whatever it is? The last thing I would ask is to speak to some experienced agents. Talk to some agents that work in the office and have worked there for a long time. A lot of the time, if you go work at a real estate office that has a super high degree of turnover, that can be a red flag, and that's definitely maybe a question that you want to ask the broker. Hey, it looks like a lot of the agents here haven't worked here more than 60 days or 90 days. Why is that? Where'd everybody go? So all these are just basic fundamental questions that you're going to want to ask the broker before you end up working there. One little last tidbit I'd give you: most real estate offices these days, especially in like metropolitan areas, will charge you a desk fee to work there, whether it's $50 a month or $100 a month, or sometimes they can be over $1,000 a month if you have a closed office. So you're going to want to ask the broker what the fees are, what those fees cover, and if you're assigned to that broker for any specific length of time or any specific contract. So if you have other questions or something doesn't seem right or sideways about a conversation you're having with the broker, feel free to send me a message on YouTube, and I'm happy to respond to it, and hopefully I can let you know if it's legit or if it sounds a little sideways. We'll talk to you guys soon. I'd love to connect with you on Instagram. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk to you guys on the next video.